The scream is the beginning, not the word. Do you hear it? The rumble beneath the earth? The tremor of worlds about to crack wide open? It is not the whisper of comfort, nor the lullaby of soft promises. It is the roar of chaos, the eruption of the spirit. You have been asleep, wrapped in the false security of idle hands and empty words. You have lain dormant, a beast caged in the body of a man. But now comes the storm. Now comes the truth. You who have bowed your head, who have surrendered your will to the tide of shallow desires and weak hopes, you have been deceived. The world has clothed you in illusions of success, dressed your wounds with bandages of half-truths. They told you that comfort was the goal, that contentment was the purpose. And you, coward, you embraced it. You worshipped it. You kneeled before the altar of nothingness. But I tell you this, and listen well, for this is the first truth you will hear after eons of silence. Comfort is the tomb of the soul. It is not rest you need, it is a crucible, a fire that burns away the dross. You are not meant for ease. Number, you were forged for the struggle, for the striving. Your true will is not the will to survival, not the will to escape pain. No, your true will is the will to create, to overcome, to transcend. How long then will you kneel to the false gods of peace and pleasure? The crowd chants their lullaby of moderation, balance, good enough. But you are destined for more than these cowardly rites. The world is full of the weak-hearted, the conformists, the shackled. But you are born for war, the war of becoming, the war of will. And what is this will? This force that pulses in the depths of your being, this hunger gnawing at your ribs. It is desire. Desire not the tired desires of the marketplace, not the shallow cravings for possessions, status, fleeting pleasure. Number, your true desire is a raging flame. It is the furnace of your becoming. It is the unseen power that can reshape the very stars themselves. What drives you is not the paltry promises of success. They are the bait of the fools. Your true drive is to become who you are meant to be. But hear this, you will never know who you are until you face the abyss of your own soul. Not the serene, quiet abyss, the one that promises peaceful answers. No, you must descend into the screaming abyss of your deepest desire, where chaos reigns, where madness stirs, and your very foundations are shattered. There is no comfort there, but there is truth. And you must choose it, or perish in the land of forgetfulness. Rise. No, do not rise as a pale imitation of the gods you've been told to worship. Rise as a creator. Rise with the power to tear down the idols that stifle your spirit and rebuild from the raw clay of yourself. The gods of society will tremble. The idols of morality will crumble beneath the weight of your gaze. For in you lives a power they dare not speak of, the power of your own becoming. What is success, after all, but the false equation of wealth, of recognition, of empty praise? These are mere shackles, the chains you choose when you trade your soul for fleeting comforts. Success is not the reach of your hands, it is the reaching of your soul toward the stars, toward your highest calling. To succeed is not to appease the world, it is to conquer yourself, to be master of your own will, to stand as the Übermensch, the overman, who transcends the herd, who commands the forces of life itself. There is no path, no blueprint, no rulebook. You are the creator of your own journey, the writer of your own story. You must cast away the maps others have drawn for you, for they lead to nowhere. They are the false prophets, the charlatans who claim to know the way. And what is their way? The way of mediocrity, of sameness, of forgetfulness. But you must carve your own path through the wilderness, a path where no man has walked, where no man dares to walk. And that path begins with desire. Yes, desire. the fire that smolders in the chest of every beast, the force that makes us more than the animals we were once. It is desire that calls you to greatness, not the limp offerings of a society steeped in decay. Desire is the very blood that runs through your veins, the pulse that tells you, in your quietest moments, that you are not meant to be silent, not meant to be passive, not meant to be a puppet of this world. You are meant to become. But remember, this desire is not for the weak. The weak beg for comfort. They beg for the easy way. They will seek to tame your fire, to snuff out your flame with their words of restraint, of caution, of moderation. But the gods, those who have shaped the world, who have become the world, they never listened to those voices. They destroyed them. Do not listen to the whispers of the docile ones. Hear only the roar of your own soul. Desire is not for the timid. Desire is for the warrior, the one who dares to step into the arena, not to fight for the prizes that are given, but to forge new prizes, new meaning, new existence from the very fires of his heart. So what are you waiting for? The world is already dead. The gods are dead. The heavens are empty. What remains? Only you. And within you, within your deepest desires, lies the power to resurrect the gods of old gods that will not bow to man, but gods who will make men bow to them. There is no road back from this. Once you awaken, once you see what you truly are, you will never again be able to return to the slumber of the herd. The path of the sovereign is a lonely one, a solitary one. But this is no curse. It is your destiny to walk alone, to walk through the fires and find yourself reborn, to walk in the name of the fire that burns within you. Do not fear the fire, become it. Do not fear the abyss, descend into it. And from that dark crucible, rise again, not as you were, but as who you are meant to be. This is your will to power. This is the will to creation. And this is your awakening. The earth trembles beneath the weight of 1,000 silent souls, but you are the lightning. You are the strike that shatters the night, that rips apart the suffocating darkness. The fools scurry in their dens, hiding from the storm, seeking refuge in their illusions. But you stand on the precipice, the abyss below you, the infinite sky above you. You do not fear the fall, for you are the storm itself. The truth, that searing truth, is this. You are not meant to be a passive observer in the theater of life. The world around you is a stage of blood and fire, a place where only the most daring can write their names in the ashes of time. All else are ghost shadows that flicker and vanish. Do you wish to be a shadow, a flicker, number? You are not born to fade. You are born to burn. The weak have their rituals, their comforting rites, their so-called success stories. But these are the lies of the enslaved. They teach you to be satisfied with mere survival, to be content with mediocrity, to accept the crumbs tossed from the table of the gods. But why, I ask, would you settle for crumbs when the banquet of creation is yours for the taking? You are not here to eat scraps. You are here to feast at the table of your own greatness. Do not seek to fit in. Do not seek the approval of those who have sold their wills to the gods of convenience. The herd is not your kin. They are the ones who fall asleep beneath the weight of their own desires, who wither and shrink under the shadows of conformity. Their desires are shallow, weak, and small. But yours? Yours are the desires of mountains, the desires of the volcano that burns from the inside, that devours and recreates itself in the fire. You must never let your desires be buried beneath the rubble of the herd's dogmas. To desire, truly desire, is to know the sting of suffering and the ecstasy of creation. Do not mistake this for mere pleasure, for pleasure is the poison that numbs your senses. Desire is the whip that cracks against your back, the dagger that drives you forward. The true path is not paved with ease. It is hewn by the hands of those who dare to carve meaning from the abyss. And what of success, that mockery that is worshipped by the weak? Do not mistake the world's shallow praise for greatness. It is not the applause of the masses you should seek, but the applause of the gods that echo in the very marrow of your bones. Greatness is not bestowed. It is stolen from the hands of the gods by those who are brave enough to snatch it from the fire. Look upon this world, the one festering with its fears, its petty ambitions, its empty promises, and tell me, does it not repulse you? It is a world of half men, of ghosts, of cowards, clinging to their pathetic comforts, their fleeting joys. They are dead in their hearts, and yet they walk the earth like zombies, waiting for someone to awaken them. But they will never awaken, for they have lost their will, and you must make them tremble. Rise, warrior. The world is not a place to be endured. It is a place to be overcome. You do not need to survive. You need to conquer. And if you seek the truth of what lies at the core of your being, it will not come to you in soft whispers, but in the howl of a storm, in the crash of a tidal wave, in the rattle of the bones of your ancestors, who dared to fight and create, who dared to face the nothingness and carve meaning into it with their own blood. Let me tell you something sacred, something that will burn into your soul. The price of greatness is not comfort. It is not wealth, not recognition, not safety. It is the fire that consumes you, that transforms you into the very thing you seek to create. The price of greatness is that you must become your own God. You must seize your own throne and declare to the heavens, to the earth, to every idol that dares to stand before you, I am the creator of my fate. I am the master of my will. The gods tremble before those who choose to create themselves. The herd trembles before those who dare to be more. The weak fear those who rise from the ashes of their own making, who reject the slavery of comfort and embrace the chaos of their deepest will. You must become that terror to them. You must become the impossible, the unachievable, the thing that cannot be tamed. Are you ready? Can you feel the call of the abyss beneath your feet? Can you hear the drums of war that echo in your heart? It is not the drumbeat of the world, the drumbeat of the herd. Number. This is the drumbeat of your own destiny, the rhythm of your own blood, the pulse of the fire that burns through your veins. Will you answer it? Will you rise? Or will you cower, in silence, beneath the weight of your own fear? Will you let the lies of this world chain you to the ground? Or will you stand tall and immortal against the tide? It is not the world that needs changing, it is you. You must become the new world. You must embody the new truth, the new value. The world does not belong to the meek. It belongs to the ones who create it, who rip the heavens asunder and reshape them in their image. And you are that creator. Dare to become the force that will tear apart the heavens. Dare to become your own God. The world is an old graveyard, and the dead walk among us, clothed in the garments of fear, comfort, and compromise. These shades are not your kin. They do not share your fire. They are the ones who bow their heads to the gods of resignation, whose hearts have been strangled by the chains of acceptable truths. But you are not a shadow. You are the lightning that cracks open the sky, the tremor that shakes the roots of the earth. In your chest, the pulse of a new world stirs a world not born of submission, but of will. You were not born to echo the thoughts of others. You were not born to repeat the hollow incantations of 1,000 generations of slaves who lived and died in quiet desperation. Number. You were born to rewrite the very laws of existence, to stand as the voice of a new creation. The past is dead, and the future is yours to shape. Will you take up the hammer? Will you, with every breath, break the old idols and build something new, something true? What does it mean to be free, you ask? To be free is to stop pretending. It is to cast off the skin of falseness that has been draped upon you since birth. It is to stand naked before the world, unashamed, undeterred, a being of pure will. The chains you carry are not of iron, but of belief. of the lies that have been etched into your soul. Do not mistake freedom for the absence of struggle. Freedom is not the absence of the storm, it is the embrace of it. It is the will to rise again and again, to dance with the fire, to drink the blood of chaos, and emerge transformed. How long will you feed the lie that peace is the highest good? Peace is the dream of the dead. It is the comfort of those who fear life. The spirit was never meant to sit in quiet, compliant repose. It was meant to roar, to rage, to create and destroy in the same breath. The very forces that keep the weak bound in their slumber are the ones that will awaken you, if only you have the courage to face them. And what will you find when you face them? Yourself. Not the you that has been defined by others, but the you that burns with a fire too great for this world, the you that knows no boundaries. The path of the self-made man is not the path of ease, of simple answers, of easy victories. It is the path of the unknown, the formless, the uncharted. But here, in the void, you will create. What you build from this chaos will be unlike anything the world has seen. You will not live by the standards of others. You will not bend yourself to fit into their little boxes. Instead, you will create a space in this world where the very ground beneath you trembles with the force of your will. Why do they tremble when they see someone like you rise? Why do they fear the very breath you take? Because you are a force. You are not merely a person. You are the will to ascend, to become more, to tear apart everything that was meant to hold you down. The frightened ones want to keep you small, to keep you docile, to convince you that to become something great is to become a monster. But listen, monsters are the ones who change the world. And you? You were born to change the world, to carve a path through the wilderness where no path exists. You will not follow the beaten track. You will create your own. Look at the heavens, they are empty, save for the remnants of gods who have long since fallen. The stars no longer burn with the fire of divine order, but with the chaos of infinite possibility. The universe is waiting for something new to emerge from the chaos. It is waiting for you. You are the new Gotha, one who creates meaning, who breathes life into the void. Do you understand the magnitude of what I say? The universe is yours to command. The world is waiting for your will to shape it. Will you answer the call? You are no longer a mere man. You are the harbinger of a new order, a new law. The laws of the weak, of the forgotten, of the comfortable, no longer apply to you. You walk a path that is yours alone, a path forged in the fire of your deepest desires. And this is what sets you apart. While the others sleep, you will rise, and in your wake, the very fabric of reality will bend. The weak cling to what is, but you create what will be. You will become the law by which all others must live. It is time to stand not as a child of this world, but as a creator, to stand as a force that can never be silenced, never be contained. You are the storm that blows through the night, the lightning that cracks the earth. What will the world do when you rise? Will it tremble or will it crumble? What is the measure of a man? Is it his possessions, his accomplishments, his accolades from the sheep who watch him from their pens? Number 1,000 times. No. The measure of a man is his will, his fire, the depth of his desire to shape the world in his image. And what is this world? It is nothing but clay, malleable and soft in the hands of the willful, yet hard as stone beneath the feet of the timid. You are the sculptor, and the world is your canvas. Will you create a masterpiece, or will you let it remain a forgotten mess, unnoticed, unshaped, drowned beneath the weight of empty days? The world you see, this shell of existence, this fragile thing, is not the world that you were born to shape. It is not the world you are bound to. It is a dead thing, existing only in the minds of those too weak to rise from their slumber. But you are awake. And from this place of awakening, you can see the truth of the world's decay. You can see that the system is broken, the laws that bind it nothing but the illusions of the blind. The weak worship these laws, they worship their chains, convinced that their survival is the pinnacle of their existence. But your soul knows better. You were born to break the chains, to shatter the illusion of a world that has already fallen. You are here not to survive, but to create, to forge something new from the rubble of the old world, to reignite the fire of creation in a world too dull to remember its spark. You, who are reborn with every breath, who refuses to be swallowed by the void, must now stand taller than those around you. You must stand as a beacon, a light in a world of shadows, a symbol of the new order that will rise from the ashes of the old. But let us be clear, this new order will not be built with kindness or peace. The weak will not understand, and the cowards will seek to silence you. They will tell you that you are arrogant, that you are mad, but in their hearts, they know you are right. For deep down, they know they were never meant to live in the mold that has been cast for them. They know that the true power, the power to become, lies beyond their cowardice, in the wild unknown, in the chaos you embrace. Do you feel it? The pull, the hunger, the desire to become more, to leave the tired old self behind and rise again as something different, something powerful, something new? The transformation is not gentle. It will rip you apart, tear your soul from its cage, and leave you raw, exposed. But that is the price of greatness. You will be forged in the fires of your own becoming, and when you rise from the ashes, you will rise as the one who commands the world, not the one who obeys it. You will rise as the one who dictates the meaning of life, not the one who takes the meaning given to him. Look at the world, now see it. It is filled with the detritus of the past, with the flotsam and jetsam of failed systems, of empty ideals. The gods of the old world have died. Their temples are ruins, and their priests are silent. And yet, the herd continues to shuffle along, believing that the idols of the past can save them. You do not need the idols of the past. You do not need the weak gods who whispered to the herd. You, the sovereign, will become the god of your own creation. You will carve your own path, and in that path, you will leave the broken remnants of the old world as a sign to all who dare follow that you walked here first. You are the pioneer, the creator of new values, new laws, new meaning. And what of success, you ask? What of it? Do you think success is a prize bestowed upon the obedient? Do you think it is something given, something that comes to those who play the game by the rules? Number. Success is the power to will your own reality into being. It is the ability to shape the world, to make the stars bow to your desires, to bring forth new laws, new truths that no one has ever seen. This is success. This is power. Not the hollow applause of the masses, not the empty achievements that the world rewards. Number. You will create your own applause, your own meaning. You will define success by your own standards, by the fire in your heart, by the truth of your spirit. But know this, and know it well. The journey is not for the faint of heart. It is not a journey for the soft, the weak, the compliant. The path of the Creator is the path of the warrior, the one who dares to fight, to struggle, to tear apart the very fabric of reality in the name of something greater. If you choose this path, you will be tested. You will be broken. But in that breaking, you will find the very essence of who you are meant to be. You will become what the world has never known, a force of pure will, a god of your own making. So rise, warrior. Rise as the one who dares to challenge the heavens themselves. Rise as the one who dares to stand alone, against the tide, against the wind, against the storm. Let the world crumble around you. Let the old gods fall to dust. You are the new God. You are the Creator, and you will shape the world in your image. What are you waiting for? The storm is already here. The lightning has already struck. Will you be the storm? Or will you cower beneath the sky? The world spins, do you feel it? The very earth beneath your feet is trembling, not from the weight of time, but from the weight of your desire. The world has never known the depth of your yearning, never known the fire that burns at the core of your being. You are the flame that will consume this world, this fragile world that trembles in the face of your becoming. But in your fire, there is no destruction, only rebirth. And from this fire, you will forge your own meaning, your own truth, your own path. Do you understand? Do you hear the call of your own soul, the cry of your spirit that has been silenced for so long? It is not the world that must change, it is you. You must burn away the old layers of yourself, the false skin, the cowardly coverings that have kept you from rising. You are not a prisoner of this world. You are its creator. The old gods are dead, the idols are shattered, and the herd has scattered into the void. What remains is the one who dares to become everything, to seize the world by the throat and make it bow. In you, the spirit of creation stirs, wild and untamed, like a storm that refuses to be caged. Do you hear it? The call to create, to shape, to define yourself beyond the limits of the weak and the ordinary. The call to transcend, not as a man, not as a god, but as something greater than both. You are the void and the fire, the earth and the sky, the chaos and the order. You are the beginning of something that has never been before, something the world has never seen, and something it will never forget. The truth is simple. You were never meant to bow. You were never meant to kneel. You were never meant to be a shadow in the corner, watching the world pass by. You were meant to stand at the center of it all, to be the one who creates the world anew. The heavens do not rule you. The earth does not control you. You are the force that shapes them, the will that bends the universe to your desires. You are not the plaything of fate, not the puppet of circumstances. You are the puppeteer. What is the world without you? What is time without your will? It is an empty echo, a hollow sound. It is nothing. You are the sound, the voice, the breath of creation. It is you who will fill the void, who will carve new mountains from the dust, who will forge new stars in the blackness of night. You are the creator. You are the destroyer. You are the law that all must obey. The herd will tremble. They will whisper. They will call you mad. They will beg for their comforts. But you will stand taller. You will look them in the eye and say, I am beyond your fears. I am beyond your laws. I am beyond your limits. And in that moment, the old world will crumble before you, and the new world will rise from the ashes of the old. Now, warrior, now that you have seen the truth of your power, the truth of your destiny, there is no turning back. The storm is within you, and the storm will never cease. You will rise again and again, as the phoenix rises from the fire, as the volcano erupts to reshape the earth. There will be no rest for you. There will be no peace. There will only be the becoming, the continuous creation of your own self, of your own will. And in the end, when the dust settles, when the echoes of the old world have faded into nothingness, there will be only you, the creator, the eternal one, the being who has shaped not just the world, but himself. And from this new creation, the future will bow, for it was you who made it, you who brought it to life. This is the moment of your awakening. This is your birth into immortality. And now know, you walk the earth as its master. The storm is yours to command. The fire is yours to wield. The world is yours to shape. Will you rise?